It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Hey, I want to do a little piggyback video on the video I did yesterday about the new deliverable for resellers and service providers is really going to be about vendor management or infrastructure management. And I wanted to kind of elaborate on that because I think some people quite don't get it. And I want to try to bring more of that home for you. Ladies and gentlemen, about a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, I did a video specifically on desired outcomes. And I talked about how whatever channel you were in, whatever product that you sold and supported, you provided a means for your end user to achieve a desired outcome. So in other words, we're means providers. What I was talking about yesterday was we need to provide more means to the customer's desired outcomes. In other words, we don't want to pigeonhole ourselves to a product that we service and just provide the means to that desired outcome. Because what we're seeing more and more is most of the technology stack on its own, well, it's a commodity. It's a commodity. I'll say it again. It's a commodity. It's not value add. The value add is in the means for the customer to achieve it, that we do that better than most. But here's the reality. When we rifle focus on just a product and the products become more and more commoditized, it's harder and harder for us to bring that added value. And now I want to make fun of the thermostat thing a little bit so I can give you an example of that. All the dealers now want to sell thermostats. They're putting them on their websites. They're all excited about selling thermostats. Ladies and gentlemen, what we need to be focusing on is the desired outcome that thermostat's bringing that end user and have that conversation. Now, sell as many thermostats as you can. Go ahead, make some money. But if you think that's the strategy, you're wrong. Because I Googled thermostat, temperature systems, coronavirus. I put it in the Google machine, and here's what I got, my friends. 501 million results. So if you want to be one of 501 million selling a thermostat system to an end user, guess what? They're probably not going to find you. You know, the printer's been around for 50 years. There's only 3 billion results for printer. 50 years, they got up to 3 billion. 50 minutes, they got up to 501 million. My friends, stop thinking about products, and we must start focusing on the desired outcomes of our end users. Could you imagine going to your end user clients and asking them, what's your desired outcome around the health of your organization post-pandemic? Now, see, when I say the word around your health, a lot of us with tunnel vision think about the thermostat. Well, if you don't have tunnel vision, when I say the word health, you're thinking about everything that has to do with keeping a company healthy. And think about that. That's human capital. That's all the technology they need to make their restrooms safe. That's all the technology they need to make their warehouses automated. That's all the new systems they're going to have to deploy to digitize themselves. That's about work from home because they'll think that's healthier. That's about remodeling the office because they have to make people spread further apart. The health of an organization post-pandemic is a huge, broad conversation. But if we focus on the thermostat, we're going to miss the boat. And I got to tell you something, my friends. A lot of your clients right now, they want to talk about their desired outcomes post-pandemic. Every one of us, every business out there had a desired outcome they were trying to achieve pre-virus. And then the virus happened, and guess what? So did the outcomes change, and all those things that we were going to achieve, well, it all got put on hold, it all got thrown in the trash, it all got disrupted. We had to come up with new desired outcomes to get us through the virus. And now we're going to exit the virus. We got a whole nother stack of achievable things we want, new outcomes we desire. And it will be those resellers and service providers that can control the means to that customer's desired outcome that'll win. We're going to have dealerships that really get this and IT providers that really get this. And they're going to start managing contracts from their competitors because the customer trusted them as an advisor to help them achieve all their desired outcomes, not just one about a product. We've got to open up our minds. I talk about e-commerce a lot, and you know what? Here's the reality, my friends. A lot of people, they say, well, Ray, we don't want to be Amazon. You know, we can't compete with Amazon. You're right. You can't. Because there's not a dealership or an IT company in the world that's going to be Jeff Bezos' Amazon. It's not going to happen. He won. But what e-commerce will do for you is allow you to have a place where your clients can achieve their desired outcome for their internal customers to acquire things that they need that are part of the corporate stack. Do you get that? You build a shopping cart for the company. They have a place they can go and buy stuff without being bothered, number one, by salespeople. They can just go do it. Because you're not a company that's about selling products. You're a company that's about providing the means for your end users to achieve their desired outcomes. This is a lot to digest, but it's extremely important as we go out of this virus that we stop being dogs chasing squirrels. It's not about products. It never was. Customers don't buy products. They don't buy services. They damn sure don't buy relationships. Maybe in Nevada they do that. They buy desired outcomes, and you are the means for them to achieve those outcomes. The question is, how many of their desired outcomes do you want to help them achieve? And the more of that you do, the more you'll win. I'm going to end this like I always do. Status quo is the killer of all that will be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see you all tomorrow.